crucial aspect of carrying out customer success activities is being able to get a comprehensive view into your customers and determining the trends that you see. Analytics helps you understand why some accounts thrive while others leave, what customers like about your product and what needs improvement, and how you can help your customers get the most value. In this course, we'll learn how to use Freshdesk Customer Success Analytics to get insights into your accounts. Freshdesk Customer Success uses the data it collects to A. Identify which customers are struggling or likely to churn, and B. Predict which customers are ready for upsell and cross-sell. For instance, using analytics, you can quickly chart health score trends by industry or tier. You could analyze what accounts that converted from trial did differently from those who didn't convert. You could understand which features your most successful accounts, that is, the ones with the highest health scores, have been using the most. There's a few different charts you could pull using the analytics module. Let's take a look at what we'll be discussing today. Account and user exploration, account comparison, time comparison, and how you can use analytics through all stages of a customer's lifecycle. Let's get started. What can you do with analytics? In a nutshell, analytics helps you answer these questions and more. For onboarding, how much time do we spend onboarding customers? How does that fare against the team's objective and across segments and regions? For adoption, did adoption rates of accounts increase following a quarterly business review? Did changes to a training program or onboarding process lower support ticket incidents? For renewal, what are the characteristics and behaviors that healthy accounts or the ones that renew tend to exhibit versus those that don't? What's the health breakdown for accounts with upcoming renewal in the next 90 days? How many 90-day renewal accounts are at risk? For churn, which playbook tasks are having the biggest success rate in addressing churn alerts? You can answer all these questions using line charts, bar graphs, pie charts, and reports. Now this brings us to the key question. What kind of data does analytics use to answer these questions? Well, account attributes, such as product usage data, user account data, billing or financial data, support data, and communications data. The more comprehensive the data for these account attributes, the better insights you can get using analytics, which is what we'll talk about next. Account and user exploration. Accounts and user exploration is the place to start for better insights into your accounts and users. Here is where you can perform basic aggregation and segmentation analysis for your users and accounts. Let's start with an example of how analytics can be used for the onboarding stage of the customer journey. In this example, we'll look at the onboarding duration for accounts in different tiers to see how long an enterprise account takes to onboard versus a starter account, for instance. Select Account Exploration. If you wish to analyze for users, select User Exploration. Select a predefined account list or users for your analysis. Here, we have a list of all the accounts onboarded in the last 180 days. Select how frequently the data points should be plotted. Choose from monthly, daily, and weekly options. Monthly will show only one data point per month, which will be calculated from all the data available for that month. If none is selected, all data will be aggregated to one data point over the time window selected. Specify a time window over which the data will be plotted. Select the metric or metrics you'd like to plot and specify the aggregation type for the metric. Here, the metric is the value to be plotted on the chart or report. Time aggregation lets you choose how a metric should be aggregated for each account over the specified time frame. Account aggregation lets you choose how a metric should be aggregated across the list of accounts selected for the chart. In this case, we'll select the average of stage age in days, since we want to see the duration of the process for each account. On the same pop-up window, you can select a field by which the data will be grouped. A field in this instance is an attribute of an account or user that further specifies how we'll group our data. In this case, we want to see the trends between accounts in different tiers, that is, enterprise and starter accounts. So the account attribute or field will be tier. You can further filter the field values to limit the data shown. For example, you can filter stage to view activity for only the onboarding accounts, if you'd only like to see data for one set of accounts. Next, select a chart type, for instance, a line chart, area chart, bar chart, pie chart, or table view for viewing your data. You also have the option to stack or unstack the chart series. Save the chart. On the pop-up, provide a name and description for the chart. Select if you want to save it as private, that's viewable only to you, or shared, viewable to other Freshdesk customer success users within your organization. You can also load an existing chart by clicking on the hamburger icon on the left side. And you can customize the chart by clicking on the gear icon. Here, you will be able to change the X and Y axis labels as well as the colors in the graph or the chart. Finally, you can also export a chart as a PDF or a CSV. Accounts comparison. Accounts comparison allows you to compare different segments of accounts based on specific metrics. When you can understand what factors affect success within these segments, you'll be better able to understand and target these customers' issues directly. For example, you can analyze the usage of a particular module, say contract authoring, by unhealthy or churning accounts versus all accounts to understand if this feature is being underutilized by a certain segment of accounts. Or you can also look at the churn rate trend for big accounts versus small accounts to understand if you're losing high-risk customers. Let's take a look at that first example in action. Select a primary list for the analysis A. In this case, let's use all accounts as our primary list. Select the second list, B, to which the primary list will be compared. Here, we'll use unhealthy accounts. Apply filters to your analysis. In our example, we'll scroll down to usage fields. We'll use the module contract authoring as a feature. Select how frequently the data points should be plotted over the time window specified. Select None to show aggregated data for the entire time window. Next, specify a time window for the analysis. Then, select the metric to be analyzed and specify the aggregation type for each. In this case, we'll use module time. Now, you can see the difference and trends in the usage of this module between all accounts and unhealthy accounts. Click Save on the top right to edit the chart name and description, then save the chart. Time comparison. Time comparison allows you to analyze customer behavior over two different time periods. For example, you can analyze customer behavior and product usage before and after a major feature release to see if it had any impact on user engagement. For our example here, we'll plot a chart to see how activity has changed after the release of features such as Add Report to Dashboard, Email Report, and Export Report. Select a list of accounts you'd like to analyze for. We'll select all accounts here. Select how frequently your data points should be plotted. Specify the length of the first time period over which your data will be plotted. Specify the start date of the second time period. The end date will be automatically filled in to include the same number of days covered in the first time period so that both the time periods are symmetrical. Select the metric or metrics you'd like to plot and specify the aggregation type for the metrics. We'll select Feature Active Users. You can optionally select a field by which the data will be grouped. In this case, we'll use Feature. You can now filter the data that's going to be shown. For our example, we'll filter which specific features we want to see. Add new user, create new report, email report, and export report. For those two time periods, you can now see the shift of certain behaviors. Is there an uptick or a downtick in feature usage or not? Click Save on the top right to edit the chart name and description and save the chart. That's a wrap. Using analytics, CSMs can get crucial insights into their accounts, which ones are on the right track and which ones are at risk, which gives them precious time to act before the situation becomes dire. Analytics charts and reports evaluate all the data that CSMs put in to accurately predict and understand customer behavior, so that CSMs can use customer engagement strategies that go beyond simple alerts or best guesses.